Modern Warfare 2 is set to be the first Call of Duty game in a very, very long time to not be a 1-year life cycle Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is that
They're skipping out
next
next year.
Treyarch is not making the next Call of Duty game.
Taking a break,
Their
I
game
think.
is not coming out until 2024. However, it has been confirmed that there is some sort of premium content coming out in 2023 for Call of Duty. Now, we have no idea at this point.
I'm doing videos at 1:30.
At least that was that way.
I'm wasting my sleep
yesterday.
for you guys.
Now, it's very odd.
Don't say that I don't love you.
2 days ago, I made a video talking about 10 things you probably didn't know about Simon Ghost Riley. As it turns out, this news directly revolves around Ghost and potentially getting an origin story campaign for
I feel like Modern Warfare 2
Ghost
campaign,
Riley, which I think would be absolutely
kind of
awesome. Now, there's a lot more details revolving around this that we're going to go throughout this video. There are essentially two things that have been 100% confirmed so far. In 2023, we are not getting Treyarch's Call of Duty game. We are not getting a Black Ops reboot. We're not getting Black Ops 5 or anything like that.
Nothing.
Although it has also been confirmed from Activision that in 2023 we are getting premium content. Now, what that means is that we are getting paid content that is going to cost more than just buying microtransactions or anything like that. Now, up until yesterday, we didn't know what this premium content was going to be. There were rumors that it was going to be an expansion for the Modern Warfare 2 campaign and a continuation of the story, which made a lot of sense because we were kind of left off on a cliffhanger as we found out Makarov was going to be in the game and he was going to be the one that Task Force 141 were going to have to deal with next. So yesterday, Ralph Valve, who has been a leaker basically for all of Modern Warfare 2, put out a article on his website called Ghost Spin-Off Campaign in Development at Infinity Ward. And we're going to go over everything inside here. But I first have to say, this is a leak, so it's not 100% confirmed. But based off of everything that we have heard from developers, and on top of that, the things that he talks about in this article, make this extremely, extremely likely. And there's a lot more to it than originally meets the eye. So basically, the big thing that he talks about in this article is Samuel Rukin, who is the voice actor for Ghost, essentially being approached with the notion of developing his character further. In other words, building an origin story or even a story of just some Ghost solo missions.
Honestly, an origin story for Ghost.
So I mean, this was the first piece of evidence behind.
I know, like both of his parents are dead, right?
After Modern Warfare 2 was released, there was an IGN interview with Brian Bloom. He is the lead writer for Modern Warfare 2. In this interview, he was asked if he was to make his dream Call of Duty campaign, what would it be? His answer to that was that he would want to make a Ghost origin story, the story behind the Ghost mask and what actually happened.
I don't know what my dream Call of Duty campaign would be. I gotta think about that.
He wears that mask all of the time. And in fact, as we've talked about on the channel several times, this story is already written. Brian Bloom does not need to write it. It is in comics that were released before the original Modern Warfare 2. And the story behind Ghost is so good. I think it would be one of the best Call of Duty campaigns ever made. But apparently that is not the only thing that Infinity Ward and Modern Warfare 2 has in the works as far as campaign content actually goes for 2023. So essentially what the rest of this news is that in 2023, there is going to be episodic content released for the characters of the Modern Warfare 2 universe.
That actually sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty cool.
There could be other main characters like Price, like Soap McTavish, like Vargas, things along those lines, where they will dive into solo stories for those characters. And there is a lot of content available here. For Captain Price, they could go into the backstory. We already know that he's worked in Pripyat with Macmillan to take out Zakhaev. They could do something along those lines and how kind of Captain Price went from lieutenant to captain. They kind of went over that in Modern Warfare 2019, but we didn't hear about those missions. We even hear about missions between Kate Laswell and Captain Price and how they met, things along those lines. They could go over how Soap ended up being in Verdansk at the end of the Modern Warfare 2019 campaign.
Listen, if they do all these things,
that they could go through here.
Cool.
And the comparison that they make in the article,
I wouldn't really mind them skipping a year. I mean, obviously right now, I don't even mind them skipping a year right now.
Little campaigns
without them releasing anything. I feel like it's time for them to take a break, bro.
I think they would be a lot more frequent for Modern Warfare 2.
Nothing towards
basically, they would be diving into the individual characters from Modern Warfare 2.
They've been dropping and Call of Duty's back to back to back to back to back for years, bro. It's time to
now, this lends to the question, what happens with the rest of Modern Warfare 2? Warzone and DMZ will, of course, continue doing their thing, releasing seasons, battle passes, and things like that. It is already
that DMZ mode is hard,
so they're not going to be adding any crazy expansion like that. However, with Modern Warfare 2, you also have multiplayer and Spec Ops as well. Now, this part is just speculation. They didn't really go into this in the article, but as far as Spec Ops goes, we know that in Season 1 Reloaded, we're getting something called raids, and I'm guessing this is going to be how the Makarov part of the story is going to continue. When we get these expansions next year, I think they are going to dive into individual characters, but as far as the Makarov story, I think we're going to see that throughout these multi-hour long raids that are coming out in Season 1 Reloaded. At least we'll get more informed on that.
They gotta drop that terminal scene of Makarov. However, and his boys going crazy in Modern Warfare 3, bro.
Because if they release an expansion that is paid for expansion, it's going to divide the community. Not everyone is going to get it, which would leave players with year 1 content and year 2 content, and not everyone would be playing together. And we know, and Infinity Ward and Activision have stated that that is not what they want to do. However, it has been kind of leaked that in year 2 of Modern Warfare 2, we are going to be getting basically a giant pack of a bunch of DLC maps that are going to be from Call of Duty 4, that are going to be from Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, all of the old maps being added into the game. And I would guess with that, there's going to be guns and a bunch of things like that. Now,
bro,
in my opinion, that can't be the only thing that they add into the game. I don't think that would make the multiplayer last for another year. There needs to be more challenges, more camos, a bunch of new things added into the game gameplay-wise to make it last longer. Now, what they can do for that, I don't really know, other than adding in these maps, and my guess is those are probably going to be free. I don't see them dividing the community in any way like that. I think the big premium content that is going to come out is going to be narrative driven. It is going to be this episodic content, kind of like the Dark Pictures anthology.
Hopefully it is. And honestly, in my opinion, that would actually I really love that. Pretty cool. You know, on the channel, we go deep into the backstory of many different characters and many different campaigns. And of course, if this happens, we will be doing that in droves. So hopefully that is what happens. And then the multiplayer, the Warzone, the DMZ stuff are kind of like the free content that we are currently seeing, and hopefully some big updates come, keep the game fresh for another year. But for now, what we do know is it appears as though we're going to be getting some more Modern Warfare 2 campaigns in 2023. So that is the news. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to stay up to date on all my content, all the Call of Duty news, everything like that, make sure you subscribe, have notifications on. Let me know what you think of this information down in the comments. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace out. Shout out to Inkslasher, man. But yeah, man, what I wanted to say was, if they do the whole, episode, go into like different characters' backstory and stuff like that, and they like drop that, I mean, if they drop that all at one time, I feel like it would be cool. But if they drop that like every I don't know, every update or every every set of something, like every new update, every new, or they could just drop it like weekly or something like that. If they can do that, like drop like just weekly episodes or like update episodes on campaign for like different people's character background, stuff like that, that would be pretty fire. And I'll actually take part in that. Honestly, I'll actually take part in that. Other than that, it's actually pretty, honestly, bro, Activision taking 1 year off, so this is not going to be a Call of Duty next year. Honestly, I see that as I think that's actually a good thing, because I feel like they're coming up with more ideas. Nothing's forced. I feel like nothing's forced at all, so they can just sit and come up with so many ideas and just jot them down, and you never know, they might add them into Modern Warfare 3 in 2024. I think there was a leak. I don't know if it was a leak or not, but I think that Advanced Warfare that's dropping 2025? It's some Call of Duty that's dropping 2025 that everybody was like, oh, we might as well just skip the 2025. I think it was Advanced Warfare because I've seen it on Twitter like thousands of times. But other than that, I'm glad they're taking a year off. They are adding more content. Obviously, they're taking a whole year off, so obviously they're adding content. If it is what Inkslasher is saying, then I think that's actually a pretty smart move for Call of Duty, or
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I actually really like that. So comment down below what you guys think about that. I'll see you guys later for the next one. I'm out, and peace. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like the video, by the way. Thank you. All right, peace out.